If you know anything about me, you know I love to show you what I'm working on. It's so fun to look at these early things that are happening and then watch where they wind up. I have 3 income streams that are all in the digital marketing space that each earns over 6 figures per year. And I'm always looking at new ways to grow things, repurpose. My mind is on how do I repurpose this so that I can make more money, have more opportunity. Okay, well, today's video, we're going to specifically talk about the influencer side, product reviews. Okay. Now, when I say influencer reviews, I want you to realize that some of this is more like a true influencer, and some of this is more like just a general somebody doing product reviews. You could do all of this faceless. So let me show you this multi-point system that I'm working on. And when I figure out better ways to do it, when I figure out automation and things like that, I will come on here and share what I'm learning with you guys. This has been an evolution over the last couple years. I accidentally got on TikTok. So let me show you what this looks like. So 6-figure income stream, accidental. So I was making videos about my cats on TikTok, and I didn't know anything about TikTok. I was just playing around with TikTok. And then suddenly I started dating. I went on TikTok. I started talking about dating. It went viral. I got 10,000 followers, and I got an email or message from TikTok saying, hey, would you like to be a TikTok shop affiliate? Well, I was already a 6-figure affiliate marketer in software. So I understood the concept of you try a product of some sort and you tell other people how to use it, or you tell other people what you like about it, or you tell other people what problem it solves. So it's kind of already in line with what I was doing, but I'd never done any influencer style marketing where you're on the camera and you're talking about all these products, right? So I tried it. I actually bought 4 items. All 4 items went viral. This was when it first started. That virality doesn't quite have the same opportunity it does today. That's a whole nother video. Now we're doing different things like working with specific brands that are spending some ad dollars. But anyway, all 4 went viral. I wound up making $47,000 over that first couple months holiday season. And then the next year I made 100, and then the next year I made 100. So I'm not at the tippity top. There are people making 50 grand every month, 20 to 50 grand a month. There are people having $20,000 days. My highest day was $5,000, but I did it back to back 2 days in a row. So 5,000 on the one day and then 5,000 on the next day. So this became a real viable business. Now, I don't believe in putting your eggs in one basket. And I also know that TikTok is the wild, wild west right now. They don't know what they're doing. They're trying to figure things out. People are getting bucked along the way. We're all just kind of riding this wave. And it's a roller coaster, up one day, down one day. Suddenly something will go viral and the money train is just rolling in, or a brand will put money behind it, and then things will kind of dip. But I have figured out at least consistency. So while it's about 100 grand for the year, holiday season is a big part of that. And then the rest of the months might be 2,000, 3,000. I could have a top go viral and make 10,000, but it's kind of like how it all averages out. Well, because this platform, and like I said, I don't want to be all in on any platform, is so volatile right now. I wanted to take these same videos and figure out where else can I put these and make money on them. It's just how I think as a digital marketer. That's where my experience lends me to think bigger, go farther. So this is what I started doing. When I started making these videos, I stopped saying TikTok in the video. So now I just say, I'm scrolling my For You page. All of these things have a For You page. Or scrolling the web and I found this product. And I never say TikTok sent this to me. If it's a free sample, I'll say the brand sent this to me. Okay. This then allows me to download these videos and put them on Amazon, my Amazon influencer account. So what does that look like? It looks like this. I'm going to go to my storefront so you get an idea of what this looks like. So same videos, different platform that allows me to make money. And then I said, well, gosh, let me try this LTK that everybody's on. And LTK Ballen buys right here. Okay. So this was formerly known as reward style, and now it's called LTK. And it's like a beauty, fashion, home and garden niche. And I said, well, why don't I put my same videos on LTK? Right? It just makes sense. So then I said, what if I put these same videos on YouTube? So what I started doing is I started feeding all of my videos that I made on TikTok, and I started publishing them to a new channel on YouTube as shorts. Before I knew it, I had a couple viral videos. I had 10,000 subscribers, and YouTube invited me to their affiliate program. I didn't even know there was one at the time. I was just hoping for some ad revenue or to put some affiliate links somewhere. Sure enough, YouTube has their own shopping program. So when I click on a video, I never thought a brush could change the way my makeup looked until I tried the Lori Geller retractable angled kabuki brush. It's one of those tools you don't realize you need until you use it. Okay, so it's a little slow to load right now, but there's a little product tab that opens up right here, and the shopper, the viewer of YouTube, can actually click on the links and go buy that item. Did you know that existed? It's part of the YouTube partner program. So you got to get accepted into the YouTube partner program. Then you have to have 10,000 subscribers and you can apply for the YouTube shopping. It's new, early adopters. I always say the early adopters win. And there's all kinds of bonuses and incentives and conventions and fun things happening around this space as well. Plus, listen to this. The same brands that are on TikTok are also on Amazon, are also on YouTube, are also on LTK. The opportunities to cross promote right now are massive. Okay. But wait, then I figured out, well, what if I get on Pinterest with it? What does that look like? So check this out. I just made this pin this morning. So I featured these in a long form video that I made yesterday. This one right here. I sat down, and what I did is I just took all of my TikTok videos and my Amazon videos or YouTube videos, and I just showed them up in the corner of the screen, and then I just talked about the item. 13-year-old daughter, and I would go out to the pool that was in that apartment complex, and I would just lay there and close my eyes, and I would manifest, and I would dream. So now this gives me the ability to take the same videos I already made and not make them again, but just sit at my dining room table and pull up a camera and show everybody these products. Now, look what happens when somebody clicks view products. All of the products featured show up here in the right-hand side. You can also set timestamps so that they'll appear when you feature them in the video. Now, to be honest with you, this took me the longest time out of anything I've done. The video took me about an hour because I had to set up my camera and whatnot. And then it's a 32-minute video. But I spent about 3 hours yesterday editing, popping up these little text overlays. So I had to go to TikTok. I had to download the video if I didn't already have it downloaded, or I had to go to my Google Drive, find the video, then upload it. Now I'm kind of new to this type of software, so it took me a little longer. Next time, I think I'll be much faster. And I also think now that I know what I'm doing during the week, I can start prepping so that this won't be as hard. Like saving all of the videos for the week automatically in a file folder so that when I come in to do my long form, I can just pull them up super easy. The other thing that took a long time was making the list of the products and tagging them all in the video. Look how they appear right below the video. So I interviewed Serena, who has a YouTube channel, Lifestyle by Serena. She's an over 50 YouTuber, and she makes about $250,000 a year on doing just this. The YouTube video, she'll do 2 YouTube videos a week. Not like what I'm doing, where I'm showing all my little TikTok videos, but similar idea of showing her favorite things. And then she does LTK, the shopping channel. Those are the only two things she does. She doesn't even do what I'm doing with all these other things. And she makes about $250 a year. So I was like, I'm already doing this on TikTok. I'm already doing this on Amazon. I need to level up my YouTube game. So I started doing this. Now watch what I just did this morning. I took it one step further. You guys, if you're coaching with me, I have a coaching program. This is the style. This is what I do. I never just settle in one place. I'm always teaching what else can we do. Now, the beauty of what we're doing here is a lot of this could be leveraged out to a virtual assistant, to a college kid, to an apprentice, to your own child that wants to work. It could be subbed out to a third party video editor. There's all kinds of ways. But watch what I did after this. By the way, the long form opportunity, not only does it give us the ability to make more money on affiliate, now I can get ad revenue. Now I'm getting ad revenue on those tiny shorts, but it's pennies. Ad revenues on YouTube with shorts is just terrible. I do believe that's going to change over time. They're going to figure that out because so many people are moving to short form content on their mobile phones. But I do believe long form content, one, it pays more per view. So right now on this channel, I'm getting about $13 for every 1,000 views on my long form content. On my other channel, I'm getting like 30 because it's in digital marketing. Now those numbers will go way down when you scale and start getting more views. But this is just kind of like a rough estimate. Pretend you could make $50,000, $60,000 a year just on ad revenue for making a long form video. Then pretend you're going to start getting sales from all of these things. Then pretend you're going to start getting sponsorships. People saying, hey, I'd love you to feature my new lipstick in your video and we'll pay you for the sponsorship. There's just so much room to grow this. So then this morning I thought, you know what? Oh, I didn't show you. I'm sorry. On Pinterest. So I took the beach pants that I featured in that video. Objects in this image may look skinnier than in real life. I don't know how it came out like that. I didn't edit it, but I look like I lost about 40 pounds, I think, on that image. Must have been because the camera was pointing down so much. Anyway, it's still a cute pic. What I did is I took the image of me in the pants. I uploaded it to Pinterest and I clicked edit on the pin. And then I added text and I added this text. So I was able to create this image right in Pinterest. No Canva, nothing else, right in Pinterest. I also think that has its advantage because it's showing Pinterest that you're using their platform and it looks less spammy and more like you're actually a creator. I like that. For me, I think that's a really good element to be doing stuff like that. Then I was able to go in and use the add product feature and look what I was able to do. I was able to use my LTK link, my like to know it link, to tag the pants, the exact pants. There they are. There they are. Shop the look. This is not spammy. This is what Pinterest wants us doing. This is why they gave us that tool, is to tag the look. Now, I didn't finish this. I could also go tag the sunglasses. I could tag the shirt. I could tag the shoes. I haven't done it yet. I could even tag the rug if it's in the image. But anyway, look what happens when somebody clicks those pants. They go right to Nordstrom and they can buy the pants. Is that not amazing? Okay, so I did that this morning. So look at all the repurposing we're doing from one video, well, let's just say this is all coming from 1 week's worth of videos. Okay, what you could do literally, and this would make sense for most beginners, is make one video per day. I'm doing way more than that, but let's just say you took one video you made per day to start, or one outfit, okay, that you did. Make a long form video on YouTube of every day on that list that you made a video, whether you're starting with Amazon, maybe you're just an Amazon influencer. This works for that too. Or you're just a YouTube creator. This all works for that too. But let's pretend you did 7 short form videos that week of some sort. You're wearing your favorite outfits. Maybe you're going to do a theme. This week, I'll do my favorite nonstick pans, or favorite kitchen items, things that I cook with, my favorite cat toys, my favorite pool items, things for the backyard. There's so many. As a matter of fact, watch this. I'm going to open Harpa. This is my Chrome extension that runs my Chat GPT. Give me a list of theme ideas for my lifestyle channel that features items of the week. I want to theme each week. Watch this. Beach vibes, loungewear and pajamas, outdoors, wellness, eco-friendly finds, summer essentials, glam night outs like date night, right? Home spa. Ooh, I got to do that one. I like that one. Title them fun and give me 10 more. Let's make it more fun here. Fashion flashback, retro inspired, workwear, travel clothes, boho chic, rainy day, vintage vibes. Oh, guys, this is nonstop. One thing I just did just now, just to test it, I went to Amazon. Watch this. This is so cool. I went to Amazon and I clicked over here on bestsellers. Right here. Look at all these themes. I went to clothing. I went to women. And then I looked at, here they are in order. This is literally the #1 seller on Amazon in women clothing, shoes, and jewelry. This is number 2, number 3, number 4. You would think that anything that's making the best of list is worth making a video on. I would think that anyway. So here's what I did. I went in and I bought anything that I wanted to talk about or model. I bought this one. I bought that shirt, even though I'd normally never wear that shirt. I thought to myself, there are women that love these. And if I'm going to attract people that also shop on TikTok, this brand here, these Asian brands or whatever, the drop shipper type brands, this is really big trending on TikTok right now. So I figured, even if it's not my style, as long as I'm willing to try it on with a cute pair, somebody might like it. It may not be me. And I'll say that on the video. Like when I make these videos, I will say, I only picked this because it's on the bestseller list. It isn't a shirt that I normally would work. But guess what? Sometimes I love these. Sometimes I end up falling in love with something I never thought I would buy because it's on the best of list. Now, why do these work? They're cheap. Look at this. $11.99, $9.99, $29.99, $13.99. So it hits all of these spots. The budget shopper. It's things that are sold on all of the channels. I'll be able to find these on YouTube. Now, how do I know that? Watch this. I'm going to take this. Let's take this pair. Let's just take this pair of shoes right here. Okay. So we know they're for sale on Amazon. If I come up here and I click this little extension, this is my LTK extension. If I can promote those shoes on LTK, a link is going to pop up. Sure enough, there it is. Look at that. Variable commission rate. And it's Amazon. It's coming up on Amazon. See how it says Amazon private? Okay. So the Amazon link's going to work on LTK. Now, can I find that in other places sold on LTK that have different commissions? Probably. Let's look on YouTube. So I'm going to click my YouTube affiliate link and look what pops up. Oh, there it is. Cushionaire, women's, Lane, Cork. I have to look and see if that's the exact same pair. These may not be the Lane Cork ones. So I would go to show saved products, and I might have to do a little bit more research. Here's another way to do it. Oh, that is Lane Cork. There they were. So the links were up there. I could promote this now on YouTube. $34.99, Cushionaire earns 7%. You see how this works? Okay. Now on Pinterest, I can tag LTK links. I can tag Amazon links. So I know I'm good on Pinterest. Basically, everywhere I promote, I could promote these shoes. That's a win. That's an item I'm willing to buy. Now, could I get it for free? Yeah, most likely. TikTok, I could go to TikTok. I could get a free sample. Now I got the item for free. Now, right now, I'm vacillating back and forth between whether or not I want to get free samples anymore. There's all kinds of weird rules and regulations from the Federal Trade Commission with free samples that I don't like. I always have to disclose, I got this item for free. Don't like that. It's just such an extra add-on to everything. And if you forget, you could get in trouble with the Federal Trade Commission, and you have to do it every single time you ever make that video. And it's really hard to remember, what did I buy? What did I get for free? Then the other thing is TikTok now is favoring the sellers. The sellers get all these rights to rate the creators on the samples, and they can just make stuff up and they can post anonymously. Now that might change later on, but right now it's risky for the creator to take free things. Okay. Now a PR box or something like that is excluded. A brand on the side just sending you their boxes of things like Cupshe just sends me swimsuits on the side. There's a few of those. They're not running through a system. That's different. These are kind of like, here's a PR box. Do what you want with it. It's a little bit different. It doesn't have the same kind of requirements attached to it on some of these platforms. But I find if I just buy the item, I can write it off. It comes off my taxes. My businesses are very profitable. I can write it off, and it might be a better way to do it. Then people know it's more genuine. I can say I actually bought these. I don't know. That's where I'm leaning. It's really hard to pass up when things are free. It really is. You know, I've just run a huge business this last year with everything for free, mostly, and I'm kind of really leaning towards, let me get out of the free space. Okay. Then finally, the other big thing I did this morning that I think is so cool. This is what I did. It's not on the home page. Hold on. So I need to put my other menu up here. It is a shopping haul. I just realized the rest of my menu is not up there. So up above, I think it's listed under my favorite things. Hold on one second. There it is. Okay. Talk about repurposing. Now, I just did this and I've got more work to do on this page. And I might block ads on this page because I have Google ads running, and I don't know that I want in ads running it when I'm trying to get affiliate links, but I have to take a look at this. Anyway, this is what I did. I'm not finished. I put the video in here that I just made on YouTube, so they can literally watch it right here. Welcome to what I bought and what I got. This is going to be an introduction to all the things that I got this week. Some of these things will be things that I want on the screen, but I just kind of want to. Then when they click through, they'll be able to shop, yada, yada. But then underneath it, this is where I don't like all these ads. I need to get rid of those. Underneath it, what I did is I had ChatGPT. I transcribed the blog just using a software, and I had ChatGPT turn it into a blog post. This is what it looked like without all those ads. Let me show you. Right here. Okay. So up at the top, you can see that I just fed ChatGPT the transcript of the video. There's the transcript. My instructions were turn this into a written blog, my tone of voice, because it knows my tone of voice because I talk to it all the time and I've trained it. Fun title, intro, describe each item, why it made my list, don't skip anything, yada, yada, okay? Now, I did make some revisions down here because it wasn't giving me proper headings. So here's the first draft. It kind of spit those out. And then somewhere in here, I say, you know what? Categorize those items and make the categories H2. There it is right there. And H3 for the individual items. So now we have something that looks like a real blog. Here's the title. Here's the intro. Then here's each of the items, and they are separated by category, which is so cool because I did 17 items in that video, okay? Then what I did was I put them in the blog, and let me see really quick. I want to show you this final part, and the only way I can do this is it won't let me pause. Let me log in. Doop. Hold on one second. I'm going to show you how I'm tagging these affiliate links actually in the blog real quick. Every time I do this, I have to go in and change the login and password, even though nobody can see it. It makes me nuts. Okay, so I'm going to go right here to post, all posts. Here, I'm going to go to edit so you can see what this looks like on the back end without all those ads on there. All right. So this is what it looks like when I first put it in the blog. It's got the intro, it's got the video, everything is separated, okay? So I'm not done yet, but I want to show you something incredible that I started doing. All right, the first thing you can do is you can just link to wherever that item is sold. So in this case, I love not wearing a bra. This crop top makes that possible because it's got a built-in bra. And I'm going to click on crop top. Watch what it does. It goes straight to the reward style for them to go shopping. Okay, that's huge. You can do this with Amazon. You can do this wherever you have your affiliate links linked to. I have a let's see where I can see it. I have a disclosure on mine, and it's right here. This website contains affiliate links. Some products are gifted by the brand to test. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. The content on this website was created with the help of AI. Those are my disclosures. They're on the top of every page. It's done with a WordPress plugin. Just an affiliate disclosure WordPress plugin. I think it's WP affiliate disclosure, something like that. I believe it's free. So that's how I cover my bases. That's a must do. You cannot bury an affiliate disclosure at the bottom of your website or on the sidebar because those disappear. So you need to, the Federal Trade Commission says it has to be next to or above the link that you're posting. So I always put it above my links. That's so I'm covered. Okay. So now any of these, I don't have to repeat that they're affiliate disclosures. It's already in there. So now here's the cruise pants. Somebody clicks on it. I'm going to, in this case, I'm actually sending them to a product page that's on my website. So I added WooCommerce to my WordPress blog. Now I can go in and add every product that I promote, whether it's a TikTok shop link or a Nordstrom link, an LTK link, an Amazon link, it doesn't matter. I can put it on a page on my website. Then I can change the links. So later, these pants may not be available anymore by Nordstrom, but maybe they're sold at Saks Fifth Avenue or whatever. I can go in and change the link in this one spot. And then I don't have to worry about where the rest of the links are on other places that I've put those links. Okay. Also, I can build a whole category now under resort wear. So now on my own blog, it's like I have my own shop, but everything will be affiliate links. And it will be obvious they're affiliate links. I'm not trying to make it look like an Amazon store. I'm just trying to put all of my own products in one spot. So now I can tell everybody, just go to Ballen Buys. Just go to ballenbuys.com. You'll see everything. Go to Ballen Buys. When they go to Ballen Buys, they land on the shop link. This is brand new, by the way. I've only had this up for a few weeks. Once I get enough of my products on here, and I have thousands, so this is a beast for me to be working on right now. It's a big project. But once I have them all, now I can go set up all the categories, and I'll put categories on this page instead of the products. It'll actually be a nice category list like shop women's fashion, shop beauty, shop home and garden, shop pets, shop wellness. Then when they click in to the fashion, then it'll give all the categories: resort wear, jeans outfits, pants, whatever. It's kind of like my own little LTK. Or my own little Amazon like my own little like to know it store, right? I love it. I'm obsessed with this. I'm so excited. And what I love about this too is that this is feeding the blogger in me. I don't want to give up blogging. I love blogging, but the traditional build a niche website around such and such, those are much harder these days, especially with getting them to rank on Google. But what is working is influencer marketing and shoppable videos. So I will sometimes rank for things like a brand new brand of eyelashes. And I may not rank forever for it, but if it's a new brand that hasn't been around for a long time or doesn't have a lot of searchability, I am likely to get that search traffic. The other really nice thing is, watch this. I can take this little Pinterest extension and I can click save on this pin. And I can save this now in my makeup category on Pinterest. And now that pin has just been saved to makeup. Look at this. It's got the tags. It's got the thing, right? Now when somebody clicks visit site, it goes back to my blog. So now I'm getting all this blog traffic, right? And then when they go to the blog, they go to buy now. Wherever I want to put that link, they can now go shopping and buy that product. This is how it should be done. Nobody's doing this. Nobody is doing this. Everybody, all the influencers that I know, they just pick a platform and they go all in. And very few are doing more than two. You see, oh, I'm also doing Instagram, but I'm working on figuring out the exact right system for Instagram. I'm testing the comment shop to get this. I'm testing links in the stories. Just, I'm playing with that. Why not be on all the platforms that you could be on, right? I'm working on automation. We'll see what I can figure out with this with automation. This is definitely too much for one person to do if you're doing 17 videos in a day. So I would say pick something and start there. Whether it's going to be your one video per week, pick a theme. If you can't get to everything, do something and start getting on these other channels. Because it's so nice to be able to wake up and go, oh, you made this much on LTK yesterday. You made this much on Amazon yesterday. You made this much on YouTube yesterday. You made this much on TikTok yesterday, right? Like all these channels I'm getting paychecks from now. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. I'm Lori Ballen. I do coaching. Coaching link is in the description below. If you want to learn more like this is what I coach. I'd love to have you. Talk soon.